Explore West Virginia like never before. Mysteries of the Mountain State. Paranormal West Virginia uncovers haunted histories, cryptid sightings, ghostly encounters, and unexplained phenomena across the Mountain State. From the Greenbrier Ghost to the Seneca Rocks Phantom, each episode brings true stories, eyewitness accounts, and historical context to life. Whether you're fascinated by paranormal investigations, cryptids, UFOs, or haunted locations, this podcast delivers spine-chilling mysteries backed by research. Discover the legends, the evidence, and the eerie experiences that have shaped West Virginia's paranormal reputation. Listen if you dare, and join a community of explorers who seek the unexplained in the hills, forests, and hollows of the Mountain State. Episode 7. The White Things, Albino Beasts of the Appalachian Woods. Welcome back to Mysteries of the Mountain State. Tonight we leave the stone halls of the asylum and enter the dense forests, winding hollows, and remote ridges of West Virginia. For more than a century, residents of Boone, Kanawha, and Randolph counties have reported encounters with mysterious creatures, pale, towering, silent, and almost impossible to track. They are known locally as the White Things, beings whose appearances challenge conventional explanations and whose legends persist to this day. We will examine the history of sightings, documented reports, and possible explanations for these enigmatic creatures. Reports of pale, humanoid creatures in the Appalachian wilderness date back to the mid-1800s. Local folklore records descriptions of albino giants and white men of the woods living in isolation. One of the earliest documented reports comes from a settler in Boone County in 1857. He described seeing a large, upright creature with skin as white as the winter snow, moving silently among the trees. He claimed it stared with unblinking eyes before vanishing into the underbrush. Throughout the late 19th and early 20th centuries, local newspapers occasionally mentioned mysterious white figures glimpsed by hunters, loggers, and night travelers. Often, these accounts were dismissed as exaggeration or misidentified wildlife, but the reports persisted. By the 1960s, sightings became more detailed and widespread. In 1963, a logging crew in Randolph County reported a creature with pale skin, glowing eyes, and unnaturally long arms. They described it as moving with remarkable speed, almost gliding across the terrain. In 1972, a family driving near Kanawha County claimed a giant albino man crossed the road in front of their vehicle. Their headlights illuminated its entire form. Nearly 7 feet tall, hairless, with white skin and elongated limbs. It disappeared into the darkness as quickly as it had appeared. Multiple independent witnesses over decades described remarkably consistent features. Height between 6 and 9 feet. White or pale gray skin. No fur or hair. Elongated limbs and strong, muscular build. Silent movement. Unblinking eyes. Often described as yellow or reflective. Sightings tend to cluster in certain areas of West Virginia, particularly dense forests along ridgelines, hollows with minimal human activity, and near river valleys. Researchers note that Boone, Kanawha, and Randolph counties account for the majority of reported encounters. These regions share common features: heavy forest cover, rugged terrain, and historically low population density. Several sightings have occurred along logging roads at night, while others have taken place in broad daylight. In almost every case, witnesses reported the creature moving silently and avoiding direct confrontation. One of the most detailed accounts comes from a hunter in Kanawha County in 1985. He described seeing a white, hairless figure near a creek. It was standing on 2 legs, but there was something wrong about the way it moved. Its shoulders were wide, its limbs long. It just stared at me, and I swear I could feel it studying me. Then it just turned and moved into the forest without a sound. In Boone County in 1991, a hiker claimed a group of 3 white creatures crossed a valley below his perch on a ridge. They moved with coordinated precision, unlike any animal he had ever seen. In each instance, witnesses consistently describe a strong sense of intelligence behind the creature's movements. It is not described as a predator hunting for prey, but as something observing, evaluating, and choosing when to reveal itself. Skeptics propose several possibilities. 1. Albino wildlife, bears, deer, or mountain lions with extreme albinism might appear white at night. However, witnesses consistently describe humanoid proportions and unusual limb lengths, which are inconsistent with known animals. 2. Hoaxes or misperception. Some cases may be exaggerated or influenced by local folklore. Yet multiple independent witnesses often report consistent details. 3. Cryptids. Researchers suggest the white things could be a regional variation of Bigfoot or an entirely separate, undiscovered primate species adapted to the Appalachian environment. 4. Paranormal entities. Folklorists note that white creatures in Appalachian legend are often associated with omens, warnings, or guardians of sacred or wild spaces. This aligns with local storytelling traditions. The white things have become embedded in Appalachian culture. Local storytellers pass the tales down through families, ensuring the legend survives from generation to generation. Some hunters and hikers carry charms, crosses, or talismans just in case. Paranormal researchers travel from across the country to document sightings, taking photos, video, and audio recordings. Despite decades of investigation, no definitive physical evidence has ever been captured. No bones, hair samples, or genetic material exist. The creatures remain elusive, yet the consistency of eyewitness testimony keeps the legend alive. Even in recent years, sightings continue. In 2010, 2 teenagers reported seeing a white humanoid standing near a logging cabin in Randolph County. The creature reportedly stared at them for several minutes before retreating into the woods. In 2017, a solo hiker in Boone County claimed an encounter in daylight, observing a pale figure moving across a ridge, displaying strength and speed that defied known wildlife. Modern researchers note that sightings cluster during full moons or in areas with minimal artificial light, suggesting that darkness plays a role in both visibility and perception. The white things of West Virginia remain a mystery. They move silently through hollows, riversides, and forests. They appear to watch without hunting, leaving only glimpses for witnesses to remember. Are they undiscovered primates, paranormal entities, or simply a product of folklore meeting reality? The answer remains unknown. In our next episode, we leave the woods behind and turn to the National Radio Quiet Zone near Green Bank, a modern site for UFO sightings and unexplained lights in the sky. Join me for Episode 8, UFOs in the National Radio Quiet Zone, the Green Bank Anomalies.